Hello, my dear friends. I'm Dr. Wasim I Khan, Assistant Professor, Sri Shivaji Law College, Parbhani, Maharashtra, India. So, in today's lecture, we will discuss the third cause of crime, that is alcohol. So, we will discuss the relationship between alcohol and crime in this particular lecture. So, let's start the topic. Causes of crime, and in this lecture we will discuss alcohol as a cause of crime. There is a relationship between alcohol and crime. Many criminologists has conducted various studies, and by conducting those studies they come to conclusion that there is a strong relationship between alcohol and crime. Alcohol is one of the reasons behind the commission of offense. So alcohol and crime are associated in variety of ways, such as public drunkenness, disorderly conduct, drunk driving, and liquor law violation. So in the offense of public drunkenness, alcohol is always associated. Without taking the alcohol, person will not be liable for the offense of public drunkenness. So public drunkenness is always associated with the alcohol. So alcohol is a reason behind the commission of offense of public drunkenness. In the same way, disorderly conduct. If the person is not under the influence of liquor, he will behave very nicely. But suppose if he is under the influence of alcohol, then his conduct may be disorderly. So this is also one of the reasons behind the commission of offense. Drunk driving. So without taking the alcohol, person will not be liable for the offense of drunk driving. So alcohol is major reason behind the commission of offense of drunk driving. Liquor law violation. In some of the states, the liquor is prohibited, and suppose if one person sell liquor in that particular state, it is a violation of liquor law and it is a punishable offense, and the person will be punished accordingly. So in that particular offense also, alcohol is the reason. Apart from above mentioned association, alcohol is often linked to murder, aggravated assault, rape, and intra-family violence. So apart from the above mentioned offenses, alcohol is often linked to murder. In most of the cases of murder, the accused used to take the alcohol before the commission of offense. It means in most of the cases of murder, alcohol is the reason. The accused is under the influence of alcohol. Aggravated assault. If the person commits the offense of aggravated assault, if within a spur of moment, if the person assaulted another person, in most of such a cases, the accused used to take the alcohol before the commission of offense. Rape. In most of the offenses of rape, the accused is under the influence of alcohol. Intra-family violence. In the most of the cases of intra-family violence, the accused used to take the alcohol, and after taking alcohol only, he used to torture his wife. So these are the offenses in which the alcohol is always or in most of the cases associated with the commission of offense. So that's why alcohol is one of the reasons behind the commission of offense. Society in general, including police, reflect a soft attitude towards the law and order problem created by the consumption of alcohol and not regarded alcohol crime as a serious. So society as well as police, their attitude towards the law and order problem created by the consumption of alcohol is very soft, and they not regard alcohol crime as a serious one. So it is a soft attitude of police as well as the society, and they think that the alcohol is not a reason behind the commission of offense. They are taking not seriously that alcohol is also one of the reasons behind the commission of offense. So due to that soft attitude, the offenses increasing day by day, in which the alcohol is one of the reason. Most of human have either themselves consumed alcohol or seen their near and dear ones do so, and therefore they are not able to visualize the potential of alcohol as a crime causation. So most of the person taking alcohol themselves, and they used to see their near and dear to take the alcohol, and that's why they are unable to visualize that alcohol may be one of the reason behind the commission of offense. They can't see that alcohol is also one of the reason behind the commission of offense, because they are taking themselves alcohol and they used to see their near and dears taking the alcohol, and that's why they cannot visualize that alcohol is also one of the reason behind the commission of offense. They are unable to see users of alcohol as criminals, and that's why a person who are taking the alcohol, the person who are seeing their near and dear to take the alcohol, they are unable to see users of alcohol as a criminals. There seems only one exception, that is drunk driving, which is opposed by society mainly because of its potential to take the life of an innocent person. So the one offense, that is drunk driving, is openly opposed by the society, and the reason behind that is that the drunk driving is taking the life of an innocent person, and that's why it used to opposed by the society. Generally in India, car driver are not alcoholic. If you see car drivers not generally alcoholic. They are not alcoholic generally. But is a problem as far as truck drivers are concerned. At least 10% of truck drivers habitually drive after consuming alcohol. But if we are observing the truck drivers, at least 10% of truck drivers are habitual of drinking, and they drive only after taking the alcohol. It means without taking the alcohol, they couldn't drive their truck. And if they are taking the alcohol, drunk, they commit the offense of drunk driving. It means alcohol is one of the reasons behind the commission of that particular offense. And if they are driving a truck after taking the alcohol, they can't concentrate in their driving, and due to that there may be a possibility of accident, and if there is an accident, they may be liable for the offense of rash and negligent driving. So it means in both of the cases, alcohol is one of the reasons behind the commission of offense. In India, alcohol could be a major cause of wife battering, a crime which goes undetected, unreported and unpunished. So the major cause of wife battering is alcohol. After taking the alcohol, the husband used to beat his wife, and that offense, the offense of wife battering generally goes undetected, and suppose if it is detected, goes unreported, and if the offense is not reported, the accused will not be punished, and that's why that particular offense goes undetected, unreported and unpunishment. But in cases of wife battering, in most of the cases, the alcohol is one of the reason. The response of the police to public drunkenness is generally to give him a punishment and send him home, and very rarely to arrest him. The response of a police officer towards the public drunkenness is very soft. In some cases, police gives punishment to the accused person and send him to home, and in very rarest of rare case, police arrest the person who is liable for public drunkenness. So these soft attitudes of police towards the public drunkenness, it increases, the public drunkenness increases day by day. There is a strong relation between alcohol and crime. No doubt there is a strong relationship between alcohol and crime. Martin Wolfgang, in his Pattern of Criminal Homicide 1958, found that nearly 2/3 of both offenders and victims had been drinking prior to murder. In his studies, Martin Wolfgang found that nearly 2/3 of victim as well as offender had been drinking prior to murder. It means the alcohol is linked in 2/3 cases of murder. A study by Stephen Smear and Cobb also noted that involvement of alcohol was a factor in 60% cases. According to Stephen Smear or Cobb, the involvement of alcohol was a factor in 60% cases. This is a major cause of commission of offense. Further research has noted that crime committed on the spur of moment and those that required no special skill or knowledge, such as assault, attempt to outrage the modesty of woman, murder, are more likely to be linked to alcohol than those crimes which required special skill, such as theft, safe cracking, pickpocketing, bank robbery and terrorism. So the research shows that the offense which are committed within a spur of moment and the offenses which require no special skill, such as assault, attempt to outrage the modesty of woman, murder, are more likely to link to the alcohol. If we compare the offense which required a special skill, such as theft, safe cracking, pickpocketing, bank robbery and terrorism, such type of offenses which requires a special skill doesn't linked with the alcohol, but the offense which is committed within a spur of moment, then and which require no special skill, in majority of the cases alcohol is the reason. Various jurisdictions across the world have attempted to solve the alcohol crime problems by bringing in prohibition. Most of the countries in the world brought a prohibition towards the alcohol, but they fails miserably. An American experimented with prohibition and repealed the legislation when it failed miserably. The American prohibited the alcohol, but they have to repeal that legislation when it failed miserably. So America enacted one of the law, and by that law the America prohibited the alcohol, but they have to repeal that law because they failed miserably. The Indian experiment began with the state of Gujarat and has been a perfect example of a failed experiment. Surprisingly, Gujarat ranks as one of the highest consumer of liquor in the country. So in our country, Gujarat had the first state which brought a liquor prohibition law, but surprisingly the Gujarat was one of the highest consumer of liquor in the country, and that's why it is a failed example of experiment. Prohibition fails to protect the society and lower consumption due to the following of reason. Why prohibition is not protecting the society? Why the prohibition is not lowering the consumption of alcohol? There are certain reasons behind that. The first one is that as the commodity is made illegal, its prices are sourced. Whenever any commodity is made illegal, definitely its price source, its price upwards. Encourage bribery and corruption. If any product is prohibited, suppose if the alcohol is prohibited in a state, then it encourage bribery and corruption. If the alcohol is prohibited in Maharashtra, it doesn't mean that alcohol is not available in Maharashtra. Alcohol is available in Maharashtra, but for that the person who is selling alcohol has to give bribe to the authorities. So it encourages the bribery and corruption. Smuggling from other states or from other countries creates a law and order problem. Whenever the liquor is prohibited, alcohol is prohibited in Maharashtra, then definitely there may be a chances of smuggling. The alcohol may be brought and smuggled from the Gujarat or MP. So it creates a law and order problem. Smuggling increases such that consumers get an inferiority quality products. So whenever there is a smuggling is there, the consumer will get a inferior quality product which is not up to the mark. As liquor flows freely in prohibition state, it makes mockery of law. Suppose if Maharashtra enacted a law and by that law liquor is prohibited, and suppose if the consumers found liquor freely in the Maharashtra, then definitely it will be the mockery of that law. Definitely it will be the mockery of law, and that's why as due to the prohibition, the consumer will not decreased. Prohibition fails to protect the society. So in this way we concluded that in most of the cases alcohol is one of the reason. We cannot deny that alcohol is a reason of crime. Alcohol is definitely one of the reason of crime. And in this way we have concluded this topic. I hope you understand this topic. If you understand this topic, please subscribe my channel, hit the notification button, hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Thank you very much.